After the destruction of Jurassic Park, me and Martha found ourselves in a strange new world, filled with magical monsters. Our only goal is to hunt down the man responsible, Dr. Porkchop, and force him to take us home. This trail has led us across the continent to the free city of Lernmark. So join us in Escaping Fantasy. After several in-game days of riding, me and Martha eventually came to the front gate of Lernmark. Leaving the horses in the stables, we went to do some exploring. The city itself was split into 4 different sections. The slums, where dozens of rickety huts surrounded a river of poisonous sludge. The financial sector, filled with the market and businesses of the city. The middle class area, where dozens of proper houses sit. In the University Quarter, where the magical university is, and some high-end houses. Since we had heard Porkchop was looking into magic, we tried to gain entry to the university, which didn't go exactly as we had hoped. This tree is, spilling words.
Oh, I don't like it.
Ooh, this is quite cool. That's quite a big
big
tree.
Great at building.
Yeah. Here we go, Martha. This looks quite nice. I can't go through. I don't know about you, Martha, but I can't seem to get through. I don't think shooting it's going to help. Can you run through? Okay, the long way we go, I guess. With it getting late, we decided to head back to the local inn and rent a room for the night. The next day, we began asking around if anyone had heard of Porkchop. That was when we came across our first new lead at the cathedral. It's quite a big chapel, isn't it? Look at those windows. Hello. Yeah, if you right-click, he will actually tell you what we're doing next. Right, let's go into the... of course, you've already gone up there. Come on, let's go into the basement. Apparently they might have seen Porkchop down here. Oh, Martha, there's ghosts!
I'm not.
Cool. Right. Do the ghosts go invisible when you hit them?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, fuck me, I'm gonna die.
Pull back. I got ya. Teamwork. Okay, it's dead. It's just this big guy left. Whoa! Martha, I got a very dumb idea, and you've had the same idea.
There's a door cheesing that.
Yeah. Hang on, just move out of the way. I'm just gonna run in. Oh! Well, he's dead.
Well, that went well.
Martha?
Yeah?
I think there's someone behind that. Help me get this down. I can't tell. Is this a kid or is he just short?
I don't think you can say that.
I mean, I just did. Hello. It was safe to say that the location this vampire hunter had marked would take several more days on horseback to get to, as we would have to traverse the local terrain. Instead, me and Martha had a better idea. If we cut down some trees outside Lernmark and bought some supplies at the local market, we could build our own boat and just sail there, which would be both far quicker and safer. Well, I say we, but I just let Martha build the boat, meanwhile I expertly supervised her. Eventually, the boat was done and it was time to sail into the sunset. Martha? Oh, I've fallen in the water.
Fucking hell, so
Yeah. This was not the plan.
stupid.
Here we go. I must say, considering the limited amount of blocks you've got, I think you've done quite a good job.
It's not too bad.
No, it could be a lot worse. But here's the moment of truth. Will the thing actually work? It needs a name, Martha.
Fucking don't look at me.
I feel like we should build a bigger ship and call that the HMS Lobster. What should we call this one?
Puny.
Puny.
Yeah.
Okay, the Puny. Okay, ready?
Yeah. No.
Oh! Up in, Martha.
Okay.
You have to right click.
What?
Yeah, you can't walk on it.
For fuck's sake. Why did they build it there? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Something's gone wrong.
Yeah, you don't say.
Oh! Hang on. Off we sail, Martha. Outside the capital we go. Right, it should be near here, I think. Oh, this is looking promising, Martha. Oh,
What were we doing?
is the
Have you
boat
crashed?
I haven't crashed the boat, but the boat's just not working.
You've crashed, haven't you?
I don't think so. Let's just go and talk to this guy to see if he's who we're looking for. Hello.
It is working.
Oh no.
What is this?
You
You talk to him and
Yeah,
I'll
I was going to say, it's like bringing a child to a beach. You just sort of sit there.
don't like beaches. So. Ow. The fan just cut me.
Okay, so basically, Martha, come back here. What he said, he's going to go and finally eat some pork chop, but we're going to have to build a base. Having talked to the head vampire hunter Zolin, we agreed it was time to make a new base. To start off with, we killed some baby slime on the beach, and Martha started work on a small temporary hut, while I did some exploring. Nearby, there were 2 towers, each with a wizard inside. One of them sold a book that lets you upgrade your wand to the next level when you have enough wand XP, and it was really cheap, only needing golden crystals. Luckily, we had both of these, so I quickly bought it, and headed back to look at the hut Martha had built. Meanwhile, I was looking for animals to bring back to our camp. I came across some sort of horrific demon thing on the beach.
But that's fine.
Zombie apocalypse by the... Martha,
Yeah.
I'm terrified. There's some sort of demon.
What have you done?
I don't know,
You
but there are
summoned
demons. There are 2 demons. They're coming this way. Go. Oh, they're killing
Just gonna
skeletons.
shut that door.
This was our first encounter with the demons and undead that would always be lurking just at the border of our base. Wherever we went, wherever we built, there they would be. Most of the time just out of sight. But at night they would come and throw themselves at us. And in those early days of the base, we had to fight tooth and nail, night after night, just to survive. Along the beach I found this small hut, where I would steal the bed from inside. However, I failed miserably at unlocking its chest. Returning to our little camp, I quickly made a farm before Martha and me came together to decide on a plan for our new base. And this was as painful as it was with Jurassic Park. So this is the place where we're going to be building the base. You can see the small problem at the moment.
That I can't see anything.
Yeah, come with me and we'll get above the trees.
You
So
did go a little insane with these trees, I gotta be honest.
Hang on, do you see this mountain here?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
We sort of like build the fort along the mountain and have it higher and have some sort of grand staircase down. What do you think?
Say that again? I wasn't listening at all.
Oh, for God's sake, this is always so difficult. We build a fort along the top of the mountain and coming down
Yeah.
the mountain and maybe have some sort of grand staircase and a series of battlements.
So you want to do the base on the mountain, on the side of the mountain?
On the mountain and in front of the mountain in this little crevice here.
Yeah, that works.
So sort of like we have, you know, like the Chinese wall.
Yeah.
Sort of like that going across the top of the mountain with a few towers. And we can have like a tower for astral sorcery, a tower for blood magic, and all that. And then we have the main fort over in this little crevice in front of us. So that it's on the ground, and behind the fort is this dirt wall. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Does it
What do
actually
you wanna
make
do
sense?
for the dock? Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool. I was thinking, because we can have the town Martha loop around like this way, and we can have the dock down here.
I can't see where you are anymore because I'm in a hole. Give me a second.
Yeah, find a way back up onto the trees. But yeah, so like the dock all along here, Martha. And have it maybe like loop around more this way. So we're going to have like a nice little beachy dock area, a big town with all sorts in it, and then a big fort.
Alright. I'm going to start digging out.
With a plan somewhat decided, Martha began a deforestation campaign, while I got us some pigs before venturing down into the caves under the mountain. In these caves, I found this cool bug which I could only hurt with my pickaxe, and when I killed it, it dropped a diamond. Always cool. I also found a zombie spawner. I didn't have any plans for it at the moment, but I'm sure in the long run we will end up doing something cool with it. It wasn't until I left the cave that I came to a startling realisation. We had left our horses at the capital. Yeah, this was not exactly our finest moment. Despite this, I decided why not do some exploring on foot. But first, I wanted to test a spell book that Martha had found. Now, to use the spells from this mod, you have to first take the spell book and put it on your wand. But if you do not know what the spell is already, you have to cast it to try and work it out. Sometimes it works first try, and other times it goes horribly wrong. It went horribly wrong. After this failure, I decided to go on foot and do some exploring of our surroundings. West from our base was a vast jungle leading up to a mountain top, on the other side of which was a snowy biome. Southwest of us was a desert that seemed to go on for miles, but just north of the base, not even that far away from us, was a truly chaotic place. The Vampire Forest. It was unclear just how large this area actually was, but the entire zone was covered in a fog which allowed vampires to roam freely in the day. It was anarchy in there, with vampires, ghosts and all sorts of other demonic entities running wild. Due to the proximity to our base, every sunset these creatures would spill out from the zone, and come either close or inside our base. To try and do something about this, Martha built a wall, which would separate our working area from the rest of the base. While we were out exploring, we would come across monsters such as the cockatrice, which could lock onto you from a distance, and get into fights with evil semi-insane wizards. We also came across several of these shrines which had lasers going into the sky. What their purpose was, and why there were so many of them, at this point we had no clue. The truth of them would not become evident for many weeks. Not everything was doom and gloom though, because we came across some penguins. Look how cute they are. Back at the base, I managed to work out that spell I failed to cast earlier was Mind Trick, which could temporarily disorientate enemies, and I also got another spell, Evade, which is pretty self-explanatory. Meanwhile I was messing around with magic, Martha built a little storage hut before failing miserably to tame an owl. Later, I would go back to the storage hut just to discover we have a small rat problem. Yeah, I can help you try and find some ink sacks. Martha!
Oh yeah, he got in there earlier. I didn't know where he went.
There's 3 of them.
They bred?
Come on, help me catch some. Oh.
Why would you catch him? I've got garbage
Have they gone through the...
No, it's here. He's here. Then go out the front door.
They've escaped?
Yeah, ignore it. I've got garbage piles, Josh.
Okay. To end the week, we did some last bits of exploring before coming across a village where I would borrow a battle axe and a throwing dagger from a ruined castle. While I was doing this, Martha was far more interested in throwing her daggers at me and trying to give me the plague. Because it looks like there's something on that upper floor. Hold... Not at me! Oh my god. You're green.
What do you mean? Oh my god.
I mean, you're green. Stay back.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, I know what I
Come
can
on.
do.
You know you want a bit of plague.
Oh, Martha, you bitch! You've actually given me plague! And that is where we will leave this week. We may not have done a lot, but we spent a fair chunk of it just travelling around the world and setting the foundations for future builds. Next week, we will start getting our footing in the area a lot more, and preparing to investigate just what Porkchop has been up to. So join us next time on Escaping Fantasy.